So, it's Valentine's Day, and nobody loves me.
You make it sound like we're doing the Eeyore tag today.
The anti-Valentine Day tag.
All right, first of all, I got to ask, how did you find this tag?
So, you know me, I'm a hopeless romantic. And I thought to myself, I'm going to be missing a day away from my Una, and he's going to be heartbroken. And then I thought, wait a minute, we can do a Valentine's Day tag. And I looked them up, and they were all so cheesy. And my black little heart just couldn't take it. My empty soul. And I was like, hey, there's got to be the inverse. So I looked up anti-Valentine's Day. And there were some from like 5-6 years ago. And I was like, this is perfect. We need to re-resurrect this.
All right, so you picked a 6-year-old tag, which according to, I'm on YouTube right now.
Yes.
This lady who invented it hasn't posted in 3 years. Look at this. She started 7 years ago. She did BookTube for 4 years. That's a pretty long time.
Before us, even.
Yeah, Isabel and Books. Okay, so we're doing an Isabel and Books 6-year-old tag. Hasn't been touched in 6 years. Raised from the dead for your black heart.
Yes. I love it. I love it.
Okay, are we both answering? I have an answer for all of these. I don't know.
Yeah, let's do that. There's only like 7 questions, so it's pretty short. Yeah.
Okay, I'll read off the question. How about that? And then you go first.
Please. Okay.
Question number 1. Hating on all the romantic stuff. Pick a no romance or light romance book.
So I don't read a lot. When I saw this first question, I thought to myself, oh, crap, I picked a terrible one because I don't read a lot of those books like that. Or I do. I don't know. I'm going to cheat on question 1 here. That's my thing. Kind of known for it. What about Twilight? Do you think that's fair? That's a light romance in the beginning? Is that fair?
That's a heavy romance book.
Oh, it is? Okay. Dang it.
With Edward and what?
Bella.
Did you read them?
The first one.
Oh my god, dude! No, I'm putting that in the rom-com. I'm putting that in the romantic category. I think you failed miserably for this first question. No romance or light romance book.
What did you put then?
I went the humorous route. I put our current book that we're reading, Ulysses.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's... Oh, man.
Get it? Because
you did
there's
our
not
boy
much
dirty.
romance in that book.
He just wants his wife to love him, man.
Oh, but it's not happening.
It's not happening. It's not happening. Okay.
Oh, I thought that was funny. Now, okay, so here, I'm an adaptable person. That's the only literary fiction book I put. The rest of these I put kind of like more pop sci fiction. I don't know.
Me too.
Did you really?
I did.
On the same. We're waving. We're wavelengthing. Let's do this. All right. Question number 2.
Okay.
Throwing ex-boyfriend / ex-girlfriend memorabilia into bonfire. Into bonfire. Into
like
bonfire.
burn their crap.
The bonfire? A bonfire? Which one is it? Which books would you throw in the fire? ?
The Great Gatsby.
Oh, you did hate that one. Yeah, you hated that one.
Yeah.
But we
Burn it.
resurrected Fitzgerald as a writer. Now that you're many, many years graduated, you've taught The Great Gatsby, you've pushed yourself through it because it's on the curricula. Now you've read for fun some Fitzgerald that I picked out for you, and you liked it.
That's true. Yeah. But I keep going back to that, the loathing in my soul. I don't know if it could ever be tamed for that book.
No. Assigned reading will do that to you. Mine, it says, which book would you throw in the fire, is the only book. I mean, I might have like tossed or whatever, but like in pure rage, I've only actually thrown one book. And I threw it and never read it again. I rage quit this book, The Da Vinci Code, by Dan Brown. I was reading that. I was height of pretentiousness, I think, like mid-20s, maybe late 20s. And it just felt like I was reading, see, Jane, run, Dick, run. Like it was like so many he said, she said, they said, like the writing just, I had to vomit. So I threw the book. So I literally threw that book.
Did you ever learn the twist? Was it spoiled for you?
No, I think I I think I saw. Well, yes, I think I saw the movie, but I never
movie.
finished the book for that matter.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, number 3, bashing all the rom-com movies, books you just love to hate. I'm actually really curious. Now that you said that you didn't do much literary fiction, I'm curious if we did the same book. Can we do number 3 at the same time?
You didn't pick the same book as me because I was gonna go that what you thought I was gonna pick, and I'm like, no, that's too predictable. I'm gonna pick another book series that I
on the
don't
count
like.
of 3. You name the book you think I'm gonna say. You ready?
The one that you're gonna say?
Yeah, I want you to say what you think I'm gonna say at the same time as me.
Hold on, I don't know that. Hold on. I only know the name of the series. Let me. Hold on. I gotta look at the name of the first book because I always forget it.
Oh, you're way off then. I know what you're gonna put. I know what you're gonna put. You're way off.
Okay.
I'll just
let's do
tell
a little
you.
guessing game here. This will be fun. You say
Okay.
what yours is, and I'll guess, and then I'll say mine, and you can try to guess.
What do you mean I say mine? If I say mine, then you'll know what it is.
I know, but I'm gonna try to. You're gonna say it. I'm gonna say it at the same time. My guess.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and then go. You ready? 3,
I'm ready.
2, 1. Ahsoka.
The Way of Kings.
Yeah, I knew. I told you it wasn't that. I knew that you had that when you said you had to look it up. It was that. I did not put that.
What did you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said Ahsoka.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
That
That's a
book
good
was
one.
garbage. That book was literal garbage.
Yeah, that book was pretty bad. All right, do you want to guess mine?
I thought you were going to say Ahsoka. We
No.
loved hating on that book.
I did love hating on that book.
The Way of Kings would have been my guess, but you said you had to look it up, so there's no way you said that now.
Yeah. So mine, we've never talked about this, and I just listened to, I DNF it. I listened to about half of it was Red Rising.
Oh, yeah,
Don't-
I have heard good things about that. You didn't like it?
No, I thought it was terrible. I thought that the pacing was awful. The main character was not relatable. It just felt like this, I don't know, something's happening on Mars. I could not get into it. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another chance one day. And I know there's a lot of hype, and I'm probably going to get some hate for that, but not for me. To each their own.
You know, I'm going to change my next one because of what you just said. All right, you ready? Number 4, Single and Loving It, book/series you broke up with. I was originally going to say The Way of Kings, but now I feel like we spilled that tea. I'm going to change my answer now.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of Scythe?
No.
It's one of those stories where you can't, like the civilization's like a utopia. It's evolved to this point where you can't die. Like literally, you could jump off a roof. They call it splatting, I think, and they like put you back together somehow and bring you back to life. You can't die, literally. Like cancer solved, death solved, basically. It was decent, but like by the end, it got into all of the tropes of the romantic friendship turning more romantic than they intended, but they're going different ways, and it ended so cliche. While the premise was really cool, I was like, I'm out. No, I'm not doing these tropes. So I never finished the second and third book.
Okay. So mine that I read the first book and then kind of gave up was Game of Thrones, the first book in the series.
Song of Ice
I
and
guess
Fire.
Yeah, Song of Ice and Fire. And I think I'm better off for that because I really enjoyed most of the TV show. And he said basically that he's never going to be able to finish writing the series. So I guess I won't be heartbroken. I don't know if I was too young or it wasn't fantasy enough for me that I needed more magic and dragons and things in my life, you know, when I was trying to read that. And it read too much like a history book. And I love history. I became a history teacher. But I kept reading it the whole time going, well, this isn't really like, you know, the War of Roses, or this really isn't like this. And I kept comparing it to real history, and it just didn't feel fantasy enough to me.
Okay.
So it was too much political intrigue, I think, for a 12 or 13-year-old, how old I was when I was trying to read it. So
That's fair. Plus, now that you know he's never going to finish it, it's like there's no reason to retry it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I never need to go back to it. So
All right. Number 5, in my own Valentine, favorite independent character.
You want me to go first?
I can go first. I mean, mine's a cheat. I didn't know what they meant by independent. Like, are they independently owned as opposed to like Batman and Spider-Man? So I put Spawn because he's an independent character. I overthought this one. I don't know.
I think you did. I think they were looking for maybe like a single character that doesn't depend on others, maybe. I don't know. I was a little confused.
But it was the anti-valentines that shouldn't have been like a single person or like the lone wolf. Like, why use the word independent? I didn't understand it. Maybe if I watched the original video, I'd know.
Don't throw yourself under the bus. So mine has got to be my boy Kaladin.
From Way of Kings?
No, I'm just messing.
He
I
was so
cracked
sad.
myself
There's
up.
no way you like. He was way too sad for you.
Yeah, way too sad. I think I went a lot of different places with this. Roland Deschain, definitely up there. Or he's a little too moody now that I reflect back on it, but I really did like Randall Thor from the Wheel of Time series. Because, he's the young boy that is going to go on the hero's journey and save the day at the end. But Roland Deschain is so relatable. And since we just read those books a few years ago, The Man in Black is, he's a great character. So,
Yeah. No, that was a great book series. I really like that one. All right. Number 6, romantic love is not the only kind of love. Favorite book, friendships. And I wrote to myself, don't say Lord of the Rings.
oh, that was going to be one of mine. I have several chosen.
I know, because everybody puts Lord of the Rings as the ultimate friendships. We got to step away from that cliche. We gotta. Have you seen the new Penguin HBO series?
Oh yeah,
that's a good friendship.
Ooh, no spoilers, but at the end, man, it broke my heart. Oh wow, yeah, that's heartbreaking.
I put Thrawn for this one, Thrawn and Eli, because Eli was OG for like the newly related trilogy. I really enjoyed Thrawn and Eli.
Yeah. I went really old school with Charlotte and Wilbur.
You did go old school, but
Man.
I know exactly who you're talking about. That's amazing.
Charlotte and Wilbur, they were two different worlds, but they were friends. She sacrificed her life for him. Man, so he wouldn't be bacon. Man, that was a good friendship.
Who knew that communism would bring out so many like friendships like that?
Yeah.
Wait, no. Now I'm screwing up my books. That was that Animal
You're thinking
Farm?
Animal Farm. I'm talking Charlotte's
I'm
Web.
thinking Animal Farm. I am. I'm screwing up my books now.
All right, last question. What is it?
All right. Eat all the chocolate and ice cream and candy and pizza. Best comfort reads.
So we've talked about this actually a lot, I think, on our channel. Anytime we read something that is fun, we call it brain candy, where we're not having to do deep dive analysis and explanations and before you read type videos. I think a lot of times we go to our Star Wars stuff for this, but over the last few months where we haven't been reading a lot of stories and just doing we haven't been reading a lot of novels, just short stories. I've had a little bit of free time in my 45-minute trek to work and back. I've been getting into lit RPGs. I kind of feel like they're my new brain candy and chocolate. I like it.
What are those? What's a lit RPG?
So this is kind of a subgenre of fantasy where inside of the story it reads almost like a D&D character sheet, or it progresses like you would in a video game where the main character starts at level 1 and through some type of system or some type of mechanic in the story, the main character is either transported to another world where magic exists or aliens invade and we suddenly have magic and mana and we can start leveling up and become stronger and get superpowers and magical abilities and stuff. And sometimes they'll have like the character sheets of like level 1, Crypto, he's a, magician and has these abilities. And it's just, it's very simple. There's not sometimes a lot of story and crunch to it, but it's very just pleasing to my id.
Can you guess mine? Like you have to. I don't think it's going to take too much brain power, but like the ultimate, like this just makes me feel good. I'll give you a
One
big hint.
Piece.
Yeah, okay.
I know you.
I've been reading that story for 20 years now. It's my jam. It makes me feel good. I still talk about it with some of my friends today that like it's just a thing. It's a thing. One Piece.
Comics in general too. I mean, I don't read a lot of comics anymore, but I remember we did Green Lantern, and man, that was a lot of fun when we were reading Green Lantern.
Well, I told you I've still got a ton of like manga and comics to go through. That when we finish Ulysses, the ultimate no romance book, we gotta do. We gotta do like try like some of that. We talked about doing some Stephen King again, just like for some fun. We'll have to figure out how to maybe like bring some comics back onto the show because I enjoyed doing the Green Lantern. We never did any product out of it. When I say product, like a video or anything, because we're evolving a lot. Like even what you just said, you said brain candy. I don't feel like obviously Ulysses is work, but I don't feel like we've been doing work on any of the short stories lately. We've just been kind of like talking through what it means to us, I guess. I don't know if you feel that way. So I don't know what that means for comics, but we'd have to figure out if we're going to do anything for comics. Like, would we make a video for it at all?
Yeah, that might be tough. The way that we kind of have organized our channel and what
it feels like it'd be a different channel for us. It really does, but it would be fun to do them. So I don't want to like, obviously you could tell by this tag that we do a lot more than just literary fiction. I don't want to dissuade ourselves from doing something like that just because of the channel, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we can do some type of video, so.
All right, we'll figure it out. So question 8, invite to your anti-Valentine bash, tag people.
Do we tag Leslie?
we only have 2 friends. Like, well, we got 3 friends. We could tag Leslie, Alan, and Jack. Those are our 3 YouTube friends.
Those are the only ones we have left.
Everyone else has left us.
Or we left them, I think. Let's be fair.
We got busy, and unfortunately, I think people feel slighted if you don't keep up on them, which is unfortunate. It is what it is, but yeah.
Sorry, life happens, so it's all good. But yeah, appreciate you guys spend some time with us. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Put down in the comments below your anti-Valentine Day answers. Peace.